So, hi everyone. This is a DJ workshop where I'm going to show you the basics of DJing using a program called Virtual DJ. So, Virtual DJ allows you to use the same controls basically as you would have on a DJ controller. So today I'm using a DJ controller. And you'll be able to see as I click some buttons on my DJ controller, the buttons on the screen will change too. So first I'm gonna go over what all the buttons do. So this is the play button. We don't usually start with the play button in DJing. In DJing, we usually start with the cue button because the cue button lets you set a marker in the song where you're gonna start your track, whereas the play button, usually on CDJs, they only let you start from the beginning of the song. So what you want to do is you want to press the cue button to start on the spot that you want and hold it down and then press the play button at the same time and then let go. Once you press the play button, what happens is it just lets go. It goes with the song that's playing. It continues in the same spot. If you just press the cue button to play it, you'll be able to hear the sound in your headphones, but then as soon as you let go, it'll just stop playing. So in order to lock the song that you started playing with the cue button, you need to press the play button. In Virtual DJ, if you're not using a DJ controller, it's impossible to hold the cue button and press the play button because you're using a computer and you can't have two mouse. It's not like you have two hands, you only have one hand. So you need a DJ controller to be able to do that. Luckily, in Virtual DJ, you can move the song anywhere you want. Look, I've set a cue button over here, and you can just press play. But the high lives on inside. Yeah, so you can just press play as if it was a cue button in Virtual DJ. But if you wanted to set it exactly from a cue, then the cue button is very useful. All right, here we have our pitch faders. So what our pitch faders do is they let you change the speed of the song. So here is our BPM, which means beats per minute. And this is a number. And if I make it slower by bringing it up on the pitch fader, see the number goes down, which means it's less beats per minute, which means it's slower. And if I bring it to this side of the line, then it goes faster. The BPM goes up. So when you're mixing tracks, you want the BPMs to be the same. Like you can be changing them, but you want to just always keep them in sync. And something great about Virtual DJ is it does the work for you. So you're able to press this sync button and then the BPMs will be the same. So let me show you how that works. So let's say this is at 105. Then I'll take this song, put it here, and it's automatically set the BPMs to be in sync. If I go like this BPM changes and this one doesn't. We want that to be the setting because when we're starting a track, we want the option of setting the BPM where we want it to be. But if we're syncing it, we can press sync from the start. And now the BPM has turned into that BPM. So I'll show you how to mix. So before I show you how to mix, I just want to show you some functions here. So on these little circles under the pitch faders, there are some options. And so there's one that's called auto match BPM, and that means that when you put a new track in, it's going to auto match the BPM, which is what happened. Auto match the key. This is a special function for people who know music theory. Just ignore that for now. Auto sync on play. So we don't want it to auto sync on play because sometimes you want to set the song not to be exactly matching on the lines, line to line. So we don't want this function auto sync on play to be on. All right, now I'm going to show you how to mix. So this song is called Emo Fish, and it's by Byrell the Great. And it's a Destiny's Child edit. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to press the play button because it's my first song. I don't have to beat match anything. So here we go.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's so very done, but the heart can live on inside. And who is the one you're clinging to instead of me tonight?
So basically, that was not a good mix. But what you want to be doing is you want to be looking here at this wheel. So you want to be seeing if what number and what spot on the wheel the color is, because when the color is on.
Oh yeah. It's so very done.
When it starts with the one, that's when we want to be bringing in the next song. So here's a 1, and then it goes all the way around, and here's another 1. That's why I set my cue point here, because I found that the mixing worked out better when I just skipped this intro. It just was easier to match on the beats. So yeah, I'll do it the opposite this time. I'll start with this song. So look, it's going around the clock.
I can make you put your phone down.
And then where it hits, it starts at 1 again.
Phone down. I can make you put your 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 phone down. with it. Phone down, make it put your phone down. You ain't gon' text no one when you with me. I can make it put your phone down. So you can show me attention. And I'll put mine off too. More than I hear when I listen. I can make it put your phone down. Phone down. Then we don't need it. Every time you get a message, act like you don't see it. I can make you put your phone down. Then we press the I can make you put your phone down. Oh, then it won't stop me. I can make you put your phone down. I can make you put your phone down. I can make you put your phone down. I can make you put your phone down.
So some things I was doing when I was working on mixing was I was using these buttons here that are called EQs. So if I want to stop the song, I use the stop button, obviously. These are EQs. So what that means is you're basically like equalizing the sounds, the different levels of the song. So in a song, we have a kick. So that means that would be in the low and the bass of the track. Or we have a mid, which is a lot of the harmonies. And the highs is a lot of the hats. So things like clapping and hats, like that go, those are high notes. Those would go in the highs. So, and then we have a filter here. So the filter is just like a big swoosh that you can add in to take out big parts of your song to make room for other parts of your song, or to create the effect of like the tracks like bouncing back and forth between each other. And you can also do that a bit with this, which is the crossfader. So if you go like this, the song will be louder over here. And if you go like this, the song will be louder over here. And so when you're mixing a track, sometimes you want to do a drastic change from one to the other, and you could just move the crossfader. So for the EQs, we have a high, we have a mid, and we have a low. And what we want to do is when we're bringing in a song, we want to see which is the level that sounds the best mixed into the other song. So we don't want to just like bring in all the levels at once. We want to like bring it in little by little. So let's say this song has a lot of low in it, or it has a lot of high in it. Maybe you want to just start with the mids to give a little intro about what the song coming in is going to sound like. So you would take down the lows and you would just have your mids up, and then maybe you would want to lower down the mids here to make room for the mid that's coming in. So you're just basically like playing like a puzzle. You're trying to like make the pieces fill in for each other. Like, let's say you're starting to bring in the high here, you might want to bring it down a bit here, but you really have to listen with your ears, because it's never just like that. It's not just like a computer where you take down one, you put one up. It's really a human task where you have to use your ears and see which is going to sound better. So you're always testing the songs in your headphones with the cue. Your cue has to be on when you're bringing a song up, because so what you're hearing right now is when I'm playing a song, first of all, you're getting feedback because I'm playing this song through my computer. So you're hearing the music coming out of my computer speakers, but you're also hearing it coming out of my Zoom program because I set it up in this program, my virtual DJ program, for the sound of my mixing to go through to the Zoom program. So how I did that was, once you have Zoom open, then you have to go into screen, like let's say you want to do a party with your friends online, you would have to go to screen sharing. So it says new share, and it says you are screen sharing. So yeah, let me show you. So here you would just use desktop in new share because you want your friends. Oh, well, actually, this is for me. I'm using desktop because I'm doing a workshop and I want you to see my screen. But let's say you wanted to do a party. If you wanted to do a party, you wouldn't be doing screen share. You would be doing video. But we're not doing that this time. Let me see. Yeah, if you wanted to use video and not screen share, you would cancel the screen share and just start video instead. But yeah, in terms of the sound coming from my virtual DJ program, you can set your audio to go, okay, so your master is the sound that's coming out of the mixing. And you want that to go into your Zoom audio device if you're doing an online party. Or if you want it to just come out of your laptop speakers, you could have it set to your built-in output, which is going to be whatever comes out of your headphone drive. And then in the headphones, we've set it to my DJ controller because we want to be able to hear what's cueing in our ears, and my headphones are plugged into my DJ controller so that I can hear what's coming out of them. And the channels are different channels, so you want to select different sets of channels for each. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. All right, and what next? So here we have looping. So in our looping, basically what you can do is you can set it in and set it out. So when you bring in a loop, let's say I played this song. Once I press loop in,
Tonight
Okay, so in terms of finding music, I like to use Google Play a lot because there's a lot of albums and stuff on there that you could buy. I also use a program that downloads music through a peer share option, but I think that's too confusing for you guys right now. So I'm just gonna mix in different types of songs now so you can hear what it sounds like and watch what's happening over here. Okay, I could tell you about my iTunes. So in my iTunes, I have a lot of different playlists because I like to organize sometimes the order of the songs I'm gonna play them in iTunes, and then it's easier for me to reference it if I wanna play it in Virtual DJ, because the Virtual DJ playlists always get messed up. So it's really hard to keep an order in there. And iTunes is more reliable for that. So let's say I had this playlist and I wanted to mix in, before I was mixing in this track and this track, let's say I want to mix in now this track and this track. So let's go back here. So Lee Kelly, Never Ending Sunday, and Samo DJ, Holla Back Boy. So I could start playing this one. Then I'm gonna put my other song, drag it into this one. Make it faster. Now I want this BPM to pass through this BPM. So from that, you could have seen what I was doing with the EQs a bit. And yeah, so I think that's a good intro. So I'm gonna leave it at that for now. Yeah. So thank you so much for listening. And thank you so much. Yeah.